displaying the glory of God's creation by exploring America one park at a time. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave, the Parks Professor. Welcome back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave, the Parks Professor. We are at Rockhound State Park. We are in southwest New Mexico. The closest town to here is Deming, New Mexico. We're about 10 miles southeast of Deming. I captured this video on Tuesday, February the 6th, and it was a chilly and windy 51 degrees when I came here. Because of the wind, I've muted all of the original audio on all of these video clips, and that in turn is the reason that I'm making this a Tuesday release. This park has two short trails, and we're going to hike both of them. That is the visitor center right there. There's the Jasper Trail, which we're on right now, and then later on there is the Thunder Egg Trail, which we'll get to in a few minutes. The Jasper Trail starts by the visitor center. It forms a short loop up over a small gap, and that's where we are going to head, up to the gap. It's about 20 minutes later, and we have made it to the other end of the Jasper Trail. The trail going off to the right there is our next trail, the Thunder Egg Trail. That is the trail that we just came down. So we are going to turn right and begin the Thunder Egg Trail. The reason this park is called Rockhound State Park, this is one of the few parks I know of where you can actually go out on the trails and out into the parklands and collect rocks, a small number of rocks, and take them home with you as souvenirs. At most parks, if you pick up so much as a twig and take it with you, that's against the law. But here it's legal to collect a small number of rocks. And the names of both these trails, the Jasper Trail and the Thunder Egg Trail, are semi-precious rocks that have been found in this park. So we will keep going up the hill on the Thunder Egg Trail. Now we've made it up to the highest point in the park's trail system. That's the park's campground down below us there. And those are the Florida mountains that you'll see off to the left. I'll pan back over there in a minute. The wind on this hike was unrelenting, but the views were still spectacular. The desert floor seems to be completely flat and extends off to the west, all the way to the horizon, as far as the eye can see. There are the Florida mountains over there. I'm also going to pan around to the right and show you the mountain that was directly behind me. A lot of the jasper and agate and thunder eggs that have been found in this park have been found in those mountains right up there. And so if you want to go and try to do some rock hounding, that's a really good place to go. We're at the highest point, and so now we have some descending to do into the campground, and that's what we're going to do next. Now we're on the final descent back to the campground, and this is the last video clip. This descent is a little steep and a little bit rocky, so you have to be a little careful where you step. But the views out across the desert and across the campground are still fantastic. Once we get down to the campground, we will have to walk through the campground, and then we'll have a short road walk to get back to the visitor center to complete this hike. Overall, this is a really nice hike. There's some fantastic desert scenery up here, and also some really interesting rocks up here. The elevation is a little on the high side. It's about 4,500 to 5,000 feet. And so if you're coming from sea level like I was, you'll find yourself getting winded a little more quickly than usual on some of these climbs. But the views once you get up to the higher points are still worth it. I do want to thank you for watching. Parking Full Time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. Also, I need to remind you that I do not take any monetary compensation for anything that I do for this project. I took a vow to do that many years ago, and I have stuck to that vow. And so all I get for doing any of these videos are your likes, your subscribes, your views, and your comments, and I do appreciate all of those things. So I'm going to close out this video. Until next time, I am Big Dave, the Parks Professor, for Parking Full Time, from Rockhound State Park. Have a great afternoon, take care, and Lord bless.